Hello everybody, welcome to Central Maine Community College, Auburn, Maine for women's college basketball on Munzing Media Sports. We have a non-conference matchup Sunday afternoon in Maine as the Central Maine Community College Mustangs welcome the Knights of CCRI, Community College of Rhode Island, and which should be a good matchup. I'm Jim Toomey along with executive producer Rob Munzing. And Rob, as we check with the CCRI coach, a lot of players not dressed today for the Knights. We'll see how that plays into it.
Yeah, we saw them earlier in the year in a game against UMA, and they're always a strong program. They play upper division and certainly have given the Mustangs good games in the past couple of years, and they've already played once this season, which I'm sure Jim will have the report on.
Abdul Jammer on the camera. If you look to your left, Rob, I think there's only 7 players in uniform for the Knights. They're coached by Doug Haynes, assisted by Victoria Wilkinson, Derek Campbell, and Catherine Raposo. They're 17-4 overall, 7-2 at home, 9-2 on the road, 1-0 at neutral sites. They score 78.3 points a game, while only giving up 46.8. It's a pretty good shooting percentage, especially from the field. 48% from the floor, 35.3 from behind the arc, 62% at the foul line. Their last 2 games, they defeated Bunker Hill 83-34 and Roxbury 86-14. Their next game after today will be February 8th at the University of Connecticut, Avery Point. Central Maine Mustangs, coached by Andrew Morong in his 13th year, assisted by Abby Nielsen. The Mustangs are 20-1 overall, 11-1 at home, 9-0 on the road. They score a whopping 90.7 points a game while giving up 49.4. They shoot 46.4 from the floor, 32.5 behind the arc, and 64% at the foul line. In their last game, which was a conference game, they picked up their first loss of the season. It went to overtime, and in the end, University of Maine Augusta prevailed 87-81. So upcoming games, they're going to be home on the 6th now against Vermont State Randolph. Then on the 7th and 8th, they'll go to Northern Maine to play the University of Maine Fort Kent twice. Once on the 7th, once on the 8th. Southern Maine will be here on February 12th for a women's and men's doubleheader. And the final regular season game slated for February 15th, a home game against Albany Pharmacy and Health. Rob, the matchup against these 2 teams was on not that long ago. January 11th, down in Rhode Island, Central Maine won 69-58. Riley Hebler had 21 points, Ava Smith 20, Ella Levine 17, and for the Knights of CCRI, Angelise Melendez at 20, Kelly Coslin 13. So I think this is a good opponent for the Mustangs, and I think after that tough loss, a very competitive game, I don't think you want to play a weaker team and dominate, early on. I don't think you gain much for that. There certainly have been some mismatches during the regular season. Not Central Maine's fault, but I think this is a good opponent for them on their home court.
I agree with you, Jim. We're going to go to Steve English for the intros.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's women's basketball game between the CCRI Knights and your Central Maine Mustangs. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Knights. Number 11, Kelsey Hatch. Number 14, Sydney Waiticus. Number 22, Stephanie Walker. Number 23, Angelise Melendez. And number 24, Tatiana Pereira. Head coach of the Knights is Doug Haynes. He is assisted by Victoria Wilkinson, Derek Campbell, and Catherine Raposo. And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. From Sanford, Maine, number 1, Riley Hebler. From Fort Collins, Colorado, number 10, Ella Levine. From Alexandria, Egypt, number 11, Farah Atala. From Casco, Maine, number 14, Ava Smith. And from Austin, Texas, number 15, Stella Lobenstein.
Around the state of Maine, around the country, around the world on Munzing Media Sports. Tap control by the Knights. Columbus with the basketball. Rodriguez in the back. Pass, and now Riley Hebler intercepts. The Mustangs. Hebler bounce pass to Smith, up and in. Rob. Notice how deep Riley Hebler took that.
She took it way in. I thought she was going for the layup herself. A last-second bounce pass. In deep. That was well done by Riley. As you said, Jim, in the previous game, she was the high scorer. Look at it.
There goes Riley. Levine on her left. She gives it off, and Ella Levine goes off glass. Hebler's got 2 assists in the first 40 seconds. 4-0 CM.
And a steal to go along with it.
Melendez brings it up and down in the corner. Now they skip it to the other side. On the drive, wait at this. Loose ball picked up. No good. That was missed by Walker, and she gets it back. Stephanie Walker stayed with him.
Yeah, Walker's tough inside.
And Levine is fouled. We do not have any heights or low times for the Knights. I just want to say that at least once. Munzing Media always is trying to be as equal as possible, right, Rob?
Oh, we do, yes. Take a look at that first basket there. Smith did a good job. It was a tough handle. I didn't realize that.
We always share with our information that we have on the website or the printed rosters that are provided here.
Yeah, we just got nicely complimented on social media about how fair and balanced and even we are with our calls of games, given the opponents. Kudos, opponents deserve those balls.
2 foul shots by Levine. Underneath the Walker, a little too heavy with that one, and Levine has it. Running the court, Ava Smith. Nice pass by Levine. Players that run the court, they get rewarded, Rob. That means they're going to run again, right?
That was perfect.
Hebler deflected into Smith. Smith going to take it up and in, left-handed. It'll be a timeout in the court. 8:15 to go, first quarter. Central Maine 10, CCRI 2 on Munzing Media Sports.
Ella Levine with the look up. Look at her drop it in the window there, and Smith gets her stride down, puts it up and in. Good coach in the huddle, I think.
All right, so you did a great job helping him. Not there, don't let him get a catch. All right, don't let him get a touch today. No more offensive rebound. Swing to the rim. Great, don't jog. Great. You've got 5 players ready to come in that are just as good if not better. All right, trust that they're going to do their job.
Coach with a little motivational talk down in the huddle. that's the time to do it when you're ahead and you play well, you get a little more on edge from a coaching standpoint.
No, I like that. Okay, we're out here, made some nice plays, but some of it hasn't been perfect either. We want to up the level because you're going to be in some situations, either short term or long term, where you're going to have to be perfect over a period of time.
Yeah.
CCRI bringing it up. Janiyah Rollins has checked in. Picked him up Javonia Smith Littlejohn is number 0. Ball comes in to Melendez, being guarded by Hebler. Finds a crease and scores. Nice penetration. Melendez. Number 4 CM, Lobenstein. Levine, Smith stops, skips it near side to Lobenstein. Hebler quickly gets it to Levine for 3. And hit the iron and out of bounds.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up on the sound. Something switched itself without me knowing it between games, and that's why you need to be our eyes and ears out there. I think we've got it under control now. Let us know.
I don't know, they may be thinking if we didn't hear Jim Toomey for a while, it's not always a bad thing.
Well, sometimes one of these mics will turn itself on.
Right. Down the lane, no good by Pereira. Rebound Smith. Look at Ava Smith go. And goes into traffic, but it'll be CM possession. And here come the 5 players that Coach Morong sort of alluded to. Jenny Chaput. Cassie Rianui, Meg Parker Reynolds, Rosa Prieto, and I need one more. Oh yeah, Chantel Willette. Coach turned player. And a lot of injuries this year. We see Zoe Bedford, of course. Marnie Reese not dressed today. But Chantel Willette has come in and hasn't missed a beat. Baseline power move. And what a nice scoop shot by Stephanie Walker, Rob.
Yeah, she, as I said, very good underneath.
10-6 CM. Meg Parker Reynolds left on the foul line, extended to Willette. They go Chaput. Prieto thought about it. Willette will take a 2. Swish. Chantel Willette. 12-6. The Mustangs. 6:40 to go, first period. There goes Rollins. They go back out front to Pereira. Spins, stops, shoots, does not get it. Rebound batted around, picked up by Prieto. I still can't say it as good as PA announcer Steve English. Left-handed shot, Prieto, no good. Weak side rebound for Melendez. The Knights, and they're half of the court very quickly. Through traffic, and they're going to score the basket.
Nice finish.
+1. Number 1, Gianna Rollins.
Yeah, watch Rollins here. This is a tough scoop shot coming up. Has to handle a tough pass as well. Gets through traffic, up through 2 defenders. Hoping to draw the contact in the basket. Simonis.
Fouls on Willette, her first. Gianna Rollins going for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, we have our audio issue fixed up.
There it is. Rollins came off the bench, contributed very quickly. 12-9 Mustangs. Willette being pestered by Rollins. Parker Reynolds to Prieto. Here's Chaput in the lane. Willette, a set shot. She's got it.
Well, Chantel hasn't missed anything. You can tell that she's probably been practicing her shot at practice. Don't forget, if you don't know the story, Chantel was an assistant coach first semester, and with some injuries and things going on with the team, they needed some more depth. She came back in to take classes and lend a hand here in the play.
There's Meg Parker Reynolds with a steal. She's going to wait for some help, finds Willette. Prieto bounce pass into Rianui. Willette. Meg Parker Reynolds tees one up. Just got part of the backboard. Rebound bounces around. Mustangs have it. Riwanui working down deep, and Cassie Riwanui is going to the foul line. The freshman from Tauranga, New Zealand. Went to Aquinas School. Or Aquinas?
Aquinas, right? St.
Yeah.
Thomas Aquinas, right, was the...
Yes. And she'll get one more. Now, Chantel Willette played like a year and a half, right, before this year? Was it a year
Yes, yeah, she came in the second semester, tested out, and came from Thomas and then came in to play.
And the ball rolls off. Back to Riwanui. She says, I'm going to try this time. Off the backboard, no good. Chaput battling for the rebound. No, I did do flashback when Chantel Willette took those 2 set shots, because when she made her debut, that was the first thing we saw.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Traveling. I can't remember how much time, but we were wondering what type of player she was, and in very short order, she had a couple of 12 to 15 high arcing shots.
Yeah, good intermediate shooting, and,
Yeah.
and great to take the charge on defense.
5 Mustangs at the scorer's table. There's a 3-pointer, no good, missed by Melendez. Riwanui got the rebound. Here's Prieto quickly in the front court. Riwanui now faces the basket, tries to go inside to Chaput. It will be CM ball. All right, the original starting lineup is back, and we may see this throughout the game. What do you think?
I think that might be the case, yeah. You know, non-league game.
I think
Want to keep everybody sharp.
I think 12 Mustangs are actually dressed today. Lobenstein for 3, back rim. Rebound, Ava Smith, tore it away. Levine tries baseline, dumps it into Atala, and that's going to be a tie-up. No, they're going to call 3 seconds first. Stephanie Walker back in, replacing Javonia Smith-Littlejohn. Kelsey Hatch being guarded by Hebler. Look at Hebler shuffle her feet on defense. Baseline shot, no good. That was missed by Pereira. I think whoever gets matched up against Riley Hebler, especially if it's the same person most of the game, Rob,
Yes.
it might be a nightmare tonight when he sees the vision of Riley Hebler.
Well, as we like to call it, fearless fly.
The
I got to find that graphic again, Jim.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
One more for Walker.
Got so quiet in here, I could hear my
I know.
phone, which is where I monitor stuff. I usually can't hear the sound in it. Sometimes that's bad when it's not going right, like it wasn't at the beginning. But thanks for the heads up, Nikki Leathers. And Gordy Raines helped us out, too.
Deflected pass. Levine tracks it down. Still 15 to shoot. Lobenstein tried to go into Atala, and the Knights come away with it. The person of Pereira. Pereira got it back, goes high off the glass, and is going to shoot 2.
It was almost a miraculous finish. What caught us a little off guard is this was a 2 o'clock start, and then all of a sudden they said, well, no, we're going to start early. And we were taking a little break there, most of us trying to warm up.
Pereira made the first. She'll get one more. She's a sophomore.
I was kidding with people, Jim, and you included. I said I was warm at the ice rink last night. I was sitting here at the scorer's table with the cold air coming in through the door. I think they turned the heat up a little bit at halftime. Everybody's here with coats and hooded sweatshirts and everything else.
2 for 2 that time in the foul shot. I know I've been at the table sometimes at ice arenas with basketball court on it.
Yeah.
You don't notice it until you get home, and then you're like shin splints almost.
It's like rigor mortis is set in.
Yeah, well, yes. Going to be CM ball.
We'll make sure we mention a change in the scheduling here for this week when we get some dead time.
Levine does not get the roll from 12 feet out. Atala is tied up. Possession arrow, Mustangs.
I guess this qualifies. Thursday night makeup game, University of Vermont Randolph will come here rather than they go there.
Atala tried to get her own rebound. Smith had it, Atala. Levine drives baseline, dumps it off to Atala, who misses, and Ava Smith cleans it up on the weak side. Ava Smith from Casco, Maine, Lake Region High School. Always a fine program. Down the lane, no good by Hatch. And here's Levine leading the break. Hebler on her left. Levine, tough angle, not for her. Majority of the people was a tough angle, but not for Levine. 18-11, CM.
Watch Ella finish this. Comes down, looks left, goes right, gets cut off. That's really pretty good defense, but Ella manages to find the square on the backboard and puts it off that and home.
2:58 remaining, first quarter. This non-conference game, but a good opponent for the Mustangs, a very talented CCRI program. Hebler for three, in and out. Wadekiss got the rebound, being chased by Levine, and Riley Hebler steals. She looks for somebody, doesn't find anybody, and she's going to the line. You see how Riley Hebler was sort of hiding over there? She knew she had a defensive partner helping her, and then she came and took advantage because the Knights player, all the attention was on the other CM player. That's the way I saw it, Rob.
Exactly what happened there, and Riley snuck in, and they're going to make it from the foul line, but she's a good free throw shooter.
As I mentioned many times, in high school, she was recognized league-wise for her defense. And 1 out of 2 that trip. Rebound grabbed off the floor by Pereira. Hatch returns it to Pereira for 3. Spins off, rebound Rianui. Here comes Laubenstein. Levine in the lane to Ruani, who passes to Ava Smith, who lays it in underneath over her head.
Oh, Cassie Rianui, what a beautiful pass. We'll show it to you on a replay when we get a second here.
21-11, Mustangs. With the ball is Hatch, being pestered by Laubenstein. Goes over to Smith Littlejohn. Pereira stops, shoots. No good. Rebound Levine. Running the court is Smith. Nice catch, Smith. Score the basket. Is she okay? Yes. Excellent pass by Levine, Rob. You've got to have that one.
Yeah, we've got it right here, Jim. Coming up, Levine. This is the second one she's thrown over the top to Smith, and Ava with a tough finish. She never saw it go in. She's on her keister, but she's going to get free throw opportunity here for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Misses it, but CM got it back. And Smith says, I'll take 2 off glass. Nice look by Prieto on the assist.
Yeah, Rosa with a little touch pass inside.
25-11, Mustangs taking it all the way. They're going to count the basket. What a move. Javonia Smith Littlejohn.
I think this is the Cassie Ruanui pass right here to Smith, the back cut. Cassie gets quadruple teamed and finds Smith for a reverse layup and in. Ava's finishing everything tonight. That's one of the problems that the Mustangs had against the Moose the other night. They had a lot of good looks inside, and a lot of them just wouldn't fall. It was one of those games.
Yes, a lot of them hanging on the rim,
yeah.
And they fell out. 3-point play for Smith Littlejohn.
Certainly not to take anything away from the Moose. They played a great game.
Bang! Riley Hebler for the deep left corner. 28-14, Central Maine. 1 minute and change left in this first quarter. And there's a three-pointer, nicely done. Was that Trinity Sidney Watakis, is that who that was? Number 14?
Yes.
Nice looking shot. Steal by Smith Littlejohn. Mustangs get back. Smith Littlejohn looking for help. Finds Watakis from downtown. Rebound to Levine. Levine gonna take it and does not get the roll. Needed one more little rotation and it would have gone.
I guess we're shooting. Yep, 5th foul.
Fouls on Rianui, her second. So Jenny Chaput has returned for the first time in the game for Central Maine. Number 22, Brooke Piscitelli, 5'5" freshman, Pulaski, Tennessee. At the foul line for 2 shots is Stephanie Walker. Just a 2-second difference between the game and the shot clock. And the second one is good. 28-18. Mustangs can take almost the whole time here in the quarter if they so desire. Far side to Prieto. Chaput, baseline pass to Willette. Piscitelli. Prieto back to Piscitelli. Levine, 6 seconds. 3 on the shot clock, actually. Prieto high off the rim, and that's going to do it for the first period. At the end of 1 period of action, the score, Central Maine Community College 28, Community College of Rhode Island 18 on Munzing Media Sports.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
All right, welcome back to Central Maine Community College, Auburn, Maine, on a Sunday afternoon, 2:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jim Toomey, along with our executive producer, Robert F. Munzing. Abdul Jama on the camera. (28-18) Central Maine after 1 period of play. It'll be Knights ball to start the second period. Handling the ball out front is Melendez. This is a long three, going to be short by Watakis. Prieto to Willette. Skips it far side to Prieto. Underneath, Jenny Chaput is fouled. Two shots for Chaput. And gets the friendly roll. Oh, I'm just checking the box score from the first meeting on the 11th, and Jenny Chaput makes 2. The Knights only played 8 players in that game as well. So I think their injuries and other stuff happened before the last game. Again.
Yeah, makes sense.
Last game or the first game. I thought last game or first game. Well, you know what I mean. On the 11th of January, only 8 Knights played. I wanted to check to see if they had like 12 or 13 in that game, but they didn't.
Well, it was second semester, so if they lost some players, that happens to all teams.
That shot too strong. Here comes Prieto. Willette, high post to Chaput. And they're going to call Jenny Chaput, I think, for shuffling her feet.
Yeah, she took a step before she let the ball go.
Kelsey Hatch back in for the Knights. Gets it out front to Melendez. Smith Littlejohn thought about it. There was a baseline shot, no good by Hatch. Here comes Prieto. Gives it off to Piscitelli, and I think they called traveling on Prieto, didn't they? Before she
No,
no. Was it? Was it on Piscitelli?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yep.
She was all ready to do a scoop shot, I think. Meg Parker Reynolds comes in number 9, the freshman from Coffs Harbour, Australia. Smith Littlejohn gives it to Walker. Walker up and in off glass. She's a very tough player, Stephanie Walker.
Good old-fashioned post play is Stephanie Walker.
Lead down to 10. Mustangs leading 30-20. Three-pointer, Prieto. That was off the mark. Grabbed out of the air by Melendez. She'll bring it up herself. Parker Reynolds meets her. In the corner is Smith Littlejohn. Down in the corner, here's a 3. Bang! Angelise Melendez. Nice soft touch. Chaput cannot handle the pass, and the Knights have it, trailing by 7. 7:45 to go, second quarter. Melendez from downtown Auburn.
Oh.
Bang! Notice how calmly she reacted after that?
She's been there before.
Yeah, she just, I mean, she didn't show any emotion at all, but a beautiful three-pointer for Melendez.
Back-to-back ones.
Down to a 2-possession game, and the Mustangs turn it over.
Here's that Melendez. Second of 2 from downrange. Look at where she is, just inside the logo. My gosh. As Jim said, downtown Auburn.
Bringing the ball up, Kelsey Hatch being met by Hebler. Again, notice how Hebler plays defense with her feet. That's the key to the whole thing. A blocking foul, Stella Lobenstein.
Yeah, Stella tried to take charge, just not square there, I don't believe.
Lobenstein, a very unselfish player. Freshman from Austin, Texas, went to Round Rock. Off glass and good, nice left-handed Tatiana Pereira. And the Mustangs lead cut to 2. Was that ball deflected? Yes, it was. Referee's going to talk it over. Now there's going to be a third vote, tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can show it if I got it.
I think it's the
replay
right call.
Yeah, I didn't get the replay up in time, so wasn't anticipating that we'd need a replay on that, but thought I might be able to see the tip or no tip.
Knights can tie or go ahead with a 3, but they throw it away. Ava Smith with long strides, gets herself under control and scores.
Yeah, beautiful body control.
Yeah.
You hit it, Jim. That was it. She's going full speed and had to choke it down.
Yep, 32-28 CM. Melendez is the ball handler. Goes in the middle of the lane. And Riley Hebler has done it again. What has she done? Taking a charge.
Fearless fly. Back at it again. We'll see it. Watch her on the rotation. Comes over, gets herself set. And down she goes. Jonathan McLaughlin, the official, with the call.
Here comes Lobenstein. Hebler out front to Levine, who starts a drive. Levine splits defenders and knocked out of bounds by a Knight. Lobenstein will trigger it in from their own baseline. Ball batted down, loose ball Levine, and she's going to the line. Actually, a very tough break for the Knights. Excellent defensive play by Javonia Smith-Littlejohn. Levine at the line. And the foul shots are good. Almost a steal. The Knights get it and shoot. Bang. Is that Janiyah Rollins?
Rollins, yes.
Yeah, Rollins for three. Mustangs lead by 3. 6 minutes remaining first half. Right in front of the Knights bench, Levine tries to go to Chaput. We got contact. It'll be Ava Smith to get it in play. Comes out to Chaput. Lobenstein, high post Smith, turns, shoots, short. Just grazed the rim. Chaput on the putback, doesn't go, but she's fouled. Only 2 shots for Chaput. Hometown, right where we are, Auburn, Maine. Edward Little High School product. Same as Chantel Willett. Nicely done. It's referenced in the team guide of, we have players that live, what, 5 minutes away and also thousands of miles away.
5 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I think 5 different countries, right? Both the men and the women at CM.
I'm not sure if that publication's online. I'll have to ask Caleb Bland that, because that'd be great for the parents that are away to be able to, to read. I'll ask him about that.
Turnover, it'll be Mustangs ball.
They put a lot of work and effort into doing a first-class publication like that. It's very helpful to us to be able to bring you these background tips on the kids.
Ava Smith up to 16 points, Rob. On 8 out of 9 shooting. Of course, she's got some nice passes from her teammates. And also, she's worked to get free.
Yeah, if you see a shot chart, it's underneath a lot.
Hebler, no good. Levine, rebound, no good. And there's Ava Smith. 37-31. 5:20 remaining first half. All the way off glass and good. Look at that left hand by Giovanna Smith-Littlejohn. Or rather, Janiyah Rollins, wasn't it? Yes. Was it Smith or Rollins? There's a 3-pointer, bang. Ella Levine.
That was number 1, Jim.
Okay. That was Janiyah Rollins at 3 at the other end. Shot no good, rebound no good by Rollins. The Knights still have it, and up and in for Kelsey Hatch. The Knights hanging around after being down double digits, I believe. Levine shut off baseline, has to go out to Hebler. Hebler drives, off the glass, no good. Smith there, and she's going to shoot 2. Boy, Ava Smith had to work to get that rebound shot up.
Comes to Levine 3. From back a possession or so ago, knocked home. Ella recently hit the 1,000 mark. Saw that ceremony the other night. She's recognized for that.
And as I've mentioned a number of times, you always got to check how many minutes a game they're playing, because sometimes with a big roster and a lot of games out of reach, a player like Lee may only play 24 to 25 minutes a game out of the 40, where somebody else on another team, Rob, because of a smaller rotation or some close games, they may play 33 minutes a game.
Exactly, Jim. Yeah.
4:27 on the clock, first half. 41-35, Central Maine.
So
go ahead, Rob.
I'm sorry, Jim. I just want to let fans know about the change in the schedule. So, University of Vermont Randolph had to postpone the game where the Mustangs were going over to play them. They only played the men's game over there. So to reciprocate for that, rather than having the Mustangs have to drive all the way over there, Vermont is coming here on Thursday. So that's an addition. It's a 6 o'clock game. Jim and Chris Wheeler, I'll be doing high school basketball that night. I'm not available. We had already scheduled on an open date a high school game.
And I think the CM women made the trip over there, right?
They did. They were over there, yeah.
And they
yeah.
canceled last second. So that's good cooperation.
Yep. Yep. And then the Mustangs are hitting the road north, so they had to go to Vermont and then Vermont to UMaine Fork End. Ooh.
A floating shot, no good, missed by Melendez. Here comes Ava Smith. Contact. Player control foul, Ava Smith. And I think she's saying to Ella Levine, I probably should have given you the ball, I'm guessing. She's going to come out, first foul, and coming in, Farah Atala. People in Egypt watching, I'm sure, on a Sunday night. It's like about 8:30, 9 o'clock out there. I haven't got my world clock in front of me.
Yeah,
I actually got it on the phone.
Usually you're doing it during the evening, so you got it all memorized.
Well, instead of saying good night, I'd say I've changed to take care, everybody. Hey, guess who's on the floor? Chantel Willette, who was the original take charge player.
Yes, exactly.
(41-35) as we wind down this first half. Prieto. Levine looks underneath. They go to the other side to Hebler. Back out front to Prieto. Willette to Levine. Levine starts a drive, kicks it back out. Hebler for three. Bang!
Beautiful play.
Oh, what a play. Riley Hebler from downtown, traveling on the Knights.
Watch the pass here by Levine. Goes up, got cut off. Hebler all alone. She knows the pass is coming and that there's not going to be anybody to close out on her, so she's going to launch it, and she did, and she hit it.
Actually, it was a turnover after a steal by the Mustangs.
Prieto with the foul.
Yeah, her first. Not many fouls called
in
this period. Well, I guess it's going to be two shots for the Mustangs because the Knights have 5, Mustangs 3. Melendez bringing it up. Hebler is guarding. Goes back out front to Rollins. Wadekiss looks for help. Down the lane, Kelsey Hatch, no good, and she knocked it out of bounds. Three minutes straight up left in this first half. Mustangs leading by 9. Levine across the foul line area, deflected, stolen away. Nice defense by the Knights. There's a nice bounce pass. The shot is no good by Hatch, and Atala comes away with it. Chantel Willette kicks it to Prieto. Willette stops, shoots a little short. Nice rebound by Littlejohn. Smith Littlejohn. Is that another take charge down there?
It is. Fearless fly.
Meg Parker Reynolds coming in, replacing Levine. Now you had two names that Riley Hebler both approved of. You had one offensive name, one defense.
Yes.
Right? Was Fearless Fly and what? What was the other one?
Roadrunner.
Okay, Roadrunner, which is all have been officially approved.
Yes. We always check those things out. Oh, what a pass.
Atala down low. A nice pass is right. And Atala uses a strong left hand. Willette deflects it. Hebler got it over to Parker Reynolds. And now a turnover, Mustangs. And Meg Parker Reynolds commits the foul. This will be non-shooting.
Got the replay on that nice pass play there. Hebler's got it out here. Comes Rosa here into the elbow. And nice little bounce pass back inside. Tala's up and in left-handed.
On the dribble is Melendez. Coming out of the corner and making it, Kelsey Hatch with a soft touch. Hebler skips it in the middle to Willette, a little too high, and the Knights come away with it. Nice spin into the front court by Melendez. A set shot, Melendez, and she banked it off glass, around the rim a couple of times and down. That was amazing physics on that one. What a catch by Atala, and she's going to the line.
We have had some really, really athletic plays with the women from both teams here in the nightcap of this game. Two different opponents, obviously, the men playing WCCC. That went down to the wire.
Farah
Went
Atala.
overtime.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah.
Farah Atala shooting 2. All right, we got the first one.
Ashley Pashon on our floor cam right here. Looking at Ashley's work right here.
And 2 for 2 at the line for Atala. Knights break the press pretty easily. Melendez with it. She wants a screen. Now going to the hoop is Smith Littlejohn. Back outside, Hatch fakes. Hatch stops, shoots, does not get it. Rebound bounces around. Up and no good by Smith Littlejohn. And once again, Smith Littlejohn. They refused to stay down. And it'll be Mustang ball with 55 seconds. Coming in for the first time, number 20, Autumn Peterson, 5'9" freshman, Cherryfield, Maine.
Yeah, let's see if they try to get Autumn set up for a 3.
Narraguagas High School. That was where volleyball started in Maine, Washington County and Hancock County as far as high school girls. 3-pointer Hebler comes up short. Willette grabbed it off the floor. Peterson thought about it and shuffled her feet. Again, for people unaware, Autumn Peterson played volleyball in the fall and did not start on the team, or not start, but she wasn't part of this team until, again, injuries played a part, and she stepped forward. And some games she's hit a bunch of threes, right?
Yeah, she holds a record for being the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game for both volleyball and basketball this year, Jim. And nobody else has done it in 2 sports.
And that will be rare if it happens again. That's a long 2 for Smith Littlejohn. 7-point game, last possession here, 15 seconds. Prieto, far side, Parker Reynolds. Atala gonna go outside. Hebler tees one up. Bang! Riley Hebler took her time, and she's given the Mustangs a 10-point lead at the half. In the beginning, it looks like the Mustangs were gonna pull away, Rob, but a nice run by the Knights. Came within 3, I believe. But the last 2 minutes, Central Maine moves it up to a 10-point lead as we go into the half.
Well, I think Riley Hebler says, let's play this team every game.
Yeah, exactly. At the half, Central Maine Community College 51, the Community College of Rhode Island 41 on Munzing Media Sports.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
The USCA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
And athletic training.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
Mustangs heading back onto the floor. Do the second half warm-ups. Got a good one here, 10-point game. Mustangs got off to a good start. CCRI caught them, and Mustangs extended out to 10 here at the half. See how it all played out, Jim. Toomey's got the halftime stats. Jim?
Yeah, it was 28-18 the first quarter, so the second quarter was even. Team stats. Rhode Island shooting 38.5 from the floor. Mustangs 45%. From behind the arc, the Knights 4 out of 8. Mustangs 4 out of 12. Foul shooting 5 out of 8 for CCRI. Mustangs 11 out of 17. 12 turnovers for CM, 8 for Rhode Island. Rebounding edge to CM, 24-14. Individually for the Knights, Janiyah Rollins in double digits with 11. Angelise Melendez has 10. 7 points for Stephanie Walker. Tatiana Pereira, 4 points. Sydney Waitacus, 3. Giovannia Smith Littlejohn has 2, and also Kelsey Hatch has 2. So all the players that got into the game scored for the Knights. Individually for the Mustangs, Ava Smith, 17 points at 5 rebounds. 13 for Ella Levine. Riley Hebler's hit 3 3-pointers along with a foul shot for 10. She also has 3 assists. 4 points for Farah Atala. Also 4 for Chantel Willette. Jenny Chaput, 3 out of 4 at the line for her 3 points. Also seeing action, Rosa Prieto, Meg Parker Reynolds, Stella Lobenstein, Autumn Peterson, Brooke Pisatelli, Cassie Riunui, who had 2 boards. So again, a 10-point margin for the Mustangs, leading CCRI Knights 51-41 as you're watching this on Munzing Media Sports. Now, here's the official times, Rob.
Okay.
In Melbourne, Australia, it's 6:44 a.m. tomorrow, Monday. So they're starting the week. I hope it goes well, folks. But New Zealand is actually 18 hours difference, not 16. I would have probably put them in the same time zone. So in Auckland, it's 8:44 a.m. Monday morning. And in Egypt, 9:44 p.m. tonight. So obviously reflecting some of the hometowns of the CM players. But as mentioned a couple of times, I don't care if you're student athlete, your child goes across town to school. You sort of have to trust the educational piece, the professors. You have to trust the coaches. You have to trust your student athlete. But when I see these international students come over here, what trust they must have at home.
I know, that's...
but they get a lot of support here at Central Maine, and they do truly try to have a family atmosphere here. It's not, and the men wear it on the back of their warm-up suit, but it's true. We've been here, what, 6 or 7 years
yes,
now?
yeah, well, I've been here since 2016. We started doing games here.
So anyway, that's one of the things I know I repeat over the course of a season, but it's one of the things, at least I think, you can't overdo that stuff just to, you know, because this is just the game. It's the whole picture. And you got to give credit to the student athletes, because I think the parents wouldn't send them unless they had faith in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to be a mature kid to be able to handle this type of situation here. And I know we play a small part in this to the families that are abroad or out of state that can't get here to the games, and we're certainly so pleased to be able to do that for you and connect you back with your loved one that's come a long ways to play college basketball. Just know that the folks here at Central Maine Community College, right down from President Libby all the way down to everybody here, is just taking good care of your kids, that's for sure. What a wonderful family atmosphere provided here in Mustangville.
Well said, Rob. And the students always help each other, too. Outside, Jenny Chaput hits.
Yeah, good shot there for Jenny. Not the type of shot you normally see by Jenny, but she knocked it down.
But just to finish it, oh, there's a steal by Hebler. Scoop shot, Hebler, she's got it. Real quick, you see other athletes of other sports helping, you know, for basketball. So they help each other as well. 55-41. There's the running right-hander, as they say. That one's no good by Melendez. Here comes Ella Levine. Down the lane, scoop shot Levine. Excuse me, she almost stumbled at the end and still had it to go. 57-41, quickly out to a 16-point lead, just like that in a minute and 2 seconds.
Yeah, we've got a quick steal here on the inbound. Levine got a piece of it to Hebler, and Hebler steps through and does that scoop-a-rooney.
Somebody left the room for a minute, Rob. They come back and go, what? What's the score?
Well, I hope you got a good sandwich for you.
Out of bounds on the pass, CM ball.
One thing about being an announcer, Jim will tell you too, is, you know, normal breakfast, lunch, and dinner hours mean nothing to those of us that are working games.
Yeah, because you never want to eat too much, right?
No.
But you want to eat. Here's a three-pointer Levine. Bang, Ella Levine. No, you don't want to feel weak during a broadcast, but you're not going to have a six-course dinner coming in here. We won't be able to move. Look at that steal, Prieto. Levine to Hebler, hangs it on the rim. Levine says, okay, I'll take care of it.
Clean up, aisle 7.
And what a run out here for CM in a minute and 40 seconds. Gone from a 10-point lead to a 21-point lead. Timeout, CCRI.
Ella from downrange. Little of everything going on. Let's see what Coach got in the huddle. I forgot we got a mic.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to coordinate that. She's got a quarterback from back there, okay? All right, here we go. See ya.
Yeah, not much for Coach to say other than, yeah, good job, ladies, keep it up. No, that's not what he said, but.
Well, somebody at the very end asked a question.
Yeah.
And they answered, so that's always good. No, over the years, I do talk a lot about body language and eye contact, and sometimes we get a good angle because the coaches that really have their team, and there's a trust thing between player and coach as well, when their eyes are entirely focused on their coach, it's a good thing. You don't see chins down or somebody looking away. CCRI trying to break the press, and Melendez is fouled in the backcourt.
Hand check. We know one thing's with the CCRI playing yesterday, short bench. Mustangs well rested, running body after body on them.
Yes.
Adds up.
Rollins with the basketball, almost lost it. Picked up by Melendez. And there's a bump by Levine, her second foul within 20 seconds or so. Right in front of us, Tatiana Pereira being guarded by Levine. Three-pointer. Spins off, no good by Melendez. Rebound, Prieto has it off the floor. Here comes Rosa with her head up. Hebler dials one up. High off the rim, no good. Nice rebound, Stephanie Walker. Pereira gonna take it. Stop, throws it up left-handed, no good. Rebound Rollins, no good. Rebound Levine. Ella Levine through traffic. Dumps it down to Smith. Up and in for Ava Smith. We've seen that play before, haven't we?
We have. You know, we talk about Ella Levine a lot, and it's just not scoring with her. I'll let Jim go back to play-by-play, but I got a thought on her.
All right, Melendez penetrates. Soft shot by Angelise Melendez.
Ella's a great passer, and she puts the ball in a place that others can really catch and shoot, and we see her do it again and again.
Loose ball came back to Central Maine. Comes to this side of the court. Prieto has it deflected. Excellent defense, CCRI. And let's see. And Prieto going to be given the foul. Checking in for the Knights, Kelsey Hatch and Javonia Smith-Littlejohn.
Prieto, second foul on her.
Ball comes in, deflected by Smith. Smith has it, does not get the roll across the rim. Tough angle. Here comes Pereira, and she slips and loses it. 2-on-1 break. Smith dumps it off to Levine. Left-handed layup is good. 66-43. Again, it was only 10 points at the half, which was 3 minutes and 45 seconds ago. Stolen by Levine, up and in, Ella Levine.
Oh, what defense there by Ella. Holy cow.
The Knights get it in, but a double team is developed. And now a foul on CM.
Here's Levine's defensive play on the inbound. Watch it right here. Reads it. She's in full harassment mode. Wow.
Ball comes into Hatch. Now bringing it across is Pereira. Stop, shoots, got it. Nice shot. Tatiana Pereira. Hebler quickly down the other end. Bounce pass to Chaput. Back outside Lobenstein. Swings it to Levine for three. That one spins off. Rebound Hebler. Riley Hebler, the offensive board and putback. As you say, Rob, she loves playing against CCRI. Lobenstein with the steal. Levine up and in. This is hard to believe, Rob. 72-45. Deflected by Lobenstein. And she almost saved it as Stella goes into the second row with nobody sitting there.
Yeah,
hard landing.
Usually get a lot of kids sitting in there.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, they're all studying.
Yes, just like we did, Rob.
Yes, yes.
Too bad a couple of hockey players weren't over there. They would have caught her probably. But sometimes they wear their helmets over there, so
Yeah.
that may not be a good thing after all. Pereira dumps it off. Ball gets loose. Chaput is tripped. We play on. Melendez stops, shoots, no good. Rebound Levine. Halfway through this third period, Chaput runs the court, gets the pass. Lobenstein inside to Chaput. Levine drives across the foul line area and a tagging foul on the Knights. In for the Knights, Giovanna Smith-Littlejohn, and also Sydney Waitacus. Lobenstein stops. Hebler thought about the three. Chaput goes to the left hand, kicks it back out to Lobenstein with 10 to shoot. Three-pointer, Levine, no good. Nice box out on the rebound by Tatiana Pereira. And she's bumped by Smith. Is there going to be at least 3 on Smith?
Second.
Okay, but Cassie Rianui going to the scorer's table. Actually, 3 subs are coming in. Also Atala and Willette. And Coach Morong pleased with the players coming off the court for sure. All of a sudden, a hush settles over the crowd.
It's a kind of hush.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Was that Herman's Hermits?
Yes. Stay tuned to Muncie Media for more useless information.
I'll tell you.
Peter Noon.
Yes. All right, Pereira had a little trouble there with the foul shot. CM ball. Here's a steal. All the way up and good. Nice job, Jayana Rollins. Very smooth on that one. Levine goes all the way, comes up short. Rianui's going to the line. Other places I broadcast, Rob, of course, the music changes from the early warm-up for players. That's sort of their music.
Yeah.
Once within the warm-ups of the game, like last 20 minutes and through the game, it's a different set of songs. And a lot of times it's stuff you and I would like.
Yeah. Well.
And I'll turn to the cameraman producer and go, oh, that was KC and the Sunshine Band. Oh, that was the B-52s. Oh, and they just look at me.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Lobenstein gets the rebound. Willette skips it back to Lobenstein. Renui trying to post up underneath. They're trying to get it to her, but getting a hand on it is Sydney Waitacus. The deflected pass picked up by a teammate. Pereira stops, shoots, does not get it. Rebound, Renui. Meg Parker Reynolds. Excellent anticipation that time by Givonia Smith-Littlejohn. With 3:25 remaining, third period, 73-47, Mustangs. Meg Parker Reynolds gets a hand on it, loses it, picked up by Riwanui. Here comes Chantel Willette. Bounce pass to Parker Reynolds around the rim and in. The CM bench up and cheering. This is like a tidal wave this period. This is a 24-6 period with CM, obviously, the 24.
Yeah, the pressure's really got the CCRI.
Ball deflected. Atala grabs out of midair. Gave it to Lobenstein. Chantel Willette. Far side. Pisatelli for three. Side of the rim. Out of bounds.
I want to thank Mrs. Bedford for some fine comments. Jim, after you were talking about the family and all that, she reiterates what an amazing family atmosphere it is, and she thanks us for, you know, taking care of her amazing girl here. And it's always really amazing
Such
herself.
Such a positive person.
Yeah, always a smile.
Well, you know what? It's always what they say. It's always easy to tell the truth, right? When
Right.
you talk about these things. If they weren't true, he wouldn't say anything probably. But Zoe always has a smile during the warm-ups and clapping. And foul shots are good. Nicely done by Gianna Rollins.
Yeah, she stayed positive in the face of some real adversity.
But what a night that was when she hit all those
Oh,
threes.
my gosh.
Lobenstein going to take a three. Bang! The unselfish Stella Lobenstein dials long distance.
Yeah, I almost have to plead with Stella, take her offense. The one night that she was needed, I think she scored 17 points, Jim, so she's more than capable.
Deflected by Lobenstein, but it went to Smith Littlejohn. They go inside to Walker. It doesn't go, but Stephanie Walker, I think, will shoot two. Melendez wants some help up.
She came skidding across like a rock. She was like a rock on a pond.
No, it's not funny, but she stayed on the floor, and she motioned to a teammate to come over, and Stephanie Walker said, okay, and she ran over and helped her up. Nothing but net with that one.
I'm no basketball savant as far as coaching and X's and O's, but I've got to see what the rationale is about pulling people out of the foul area. I need a coach to talk to me about that. There's probably a really rational explanation for it.
Well, late in the game, they don't. If they're leading, they don't want to have a foul.
I get that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to guess because of the speed of Central Maine in transition, Rob.
Possibly, yeah.
You know, on a missed foul shot, they're afraid of Central Maine getting the rebound and off to the races, and they might not be able to catch them. That's just a guess. 78-50, under 2 minutes to go, third period, and a pushing foul on the Mustangs.
Well, I like that explanation so much, Jim. I'm going to use it one of these games that you're not here, and people will think I'm smart. You know, people often say to me, well, what role do you do for Munsing Media? And I said, well, it depends, whatever's needed. You know, sometimes I'm the play-by-play guy, sometimes I'm the producer, sometimes I'm the producer and play-by-play guy. You know, whatever we got to do here to get these games out, we do it.
Exactly. Rollins made the first. She's going to get one more.
I'm fortunate here for the most part to have Jim doing all the basketball, but sometimes he can't make it, and I'll do the play-by-play. Greg Glenn doing a great job with hockey, but sometimes Patrick Dexler will come in, do play-by-play, or if need be, I've done it. And same with our fall sports. Rob Kennedy, nobody does soccer better than Rob Kennedy, and I'm just so fortunate to have everybody that we have working with us. I thank them all the time. It really leads to a nice professional touch.
And you're the ultimate welcoming wagon or host, Rob. And you always show your appreciation, too. But any of those gentlemen, I know most of them, if they commit to a date and time, they're going to be there well in advance.
Yes.
There's a steal, Levine up and in. And you've had good camera crews over the years as well.
The kids are fantastic.
Oh,
we got something going on here.
A little chippy for some reason. I didn't see much leading up to it. Did you? I mean, outside the last few seconds?
No, I didn't. I didn't see what happened, but
referee's going to talk it over.
Both coaches all over it, so
yeah.
We'll get this diffused. So we're going to get a technical called on that.
Yeah.
Goes up on her 4th, 24 on the foul.
Yeah. Again, we didn't see what led up to it. So Pereira's going to have to shoot foul shots.
Yeah, she's out of the confessional.
Yeah.
And
the 3 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
So she was fouled, and I guess didn't like the foul.
Right. Yeah,
So
she didn't like the
reacted to
foul,
it.
so she pushed, and so she was fouled, pushed back, she got called on the technical, so she'll shoot hers with nobody in the lane, and then the technical will get shot.
Never a dull moment, right?
No.
Just when you think it is. Of course, none of it's dull in a lot of ways.
I like the way both coaches responded.
Yes.
They weren't going to let anything get out of hand here.
And coming back in is Smith Littlejohn. And Jenny Chaput going to take the technical fouls. Soft touch goes down. All right. 2 for 2 at the line for Jenny Chaput. Big smile on her face. Greeted at the bench by Zoe Bedford, who had a bigger smile on her face. This stuff is priceless.
Yeah, I got to ask Andrew what that was about. Sub Jenny in to take the free throws.
Well, that baseline to Smith. Peekaboo, how do you do? She had to peek up and...
No angle.
Somehow she got it to... Didn't hit the bottom of the rim, which could have easily happened. 84-53, last minute of the third period. Three-pointer, Knights. Bang, what a nice touch. Javonia Smith Littlejohn. There's definitely talent on the CCRI team.
Yeah, no question.
We'd have to research of how many players not here might have been starters early in the season. As I checked January, as you said, Rob, second semester has started. They were playing with 8 players like 3 weeks ago when they played CM. So we'd have to research first semester. Second foul on Kelsey Hatch. Levine to trigger it in is going to go out to Smith. Prieto. Levine turns, shoots, and gets the roll. 5-second difference between the game and shot clock. All kinds of pressure. You got 2 seconds to get it across, and it does not happen. Again, that's when the officials use the shot clock. And once it clicks to 20 on the shot clock, you know that the 10 seconds have gone by, obviously.
And the Mustang bench will let you know if you're not right on it.
20.6 on the game clock. Obviously, the shot clock is turned off. Smith in the corner, out to Prieto. Hebler tries baseline, a floating shot. Hebler, no good. Weak side rebound, Levine, and I think Levine was fouled. She's going to be at 2. That's foul number 5 on the Knights this period.
No, it's going to be on Levine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, coming across.
I beg your pardon.
Third on Ella.
Chaput for Levine. At the line. Tatiana, that's Sydney Waitacus. And the soft touch on the second one gets the roll with 7.2. Prieto, Smith in the corner. Smith has to fire it, and it's no good, but that will end. A big third quarter for the Mustangs. A lot of defense turned to offense. And Rob, we were here, we saw the whole thing, and I still get surprised when I look down. They scored 35 points, the Mustangs did, in that third period.
Wow.
35-16 advantage. As we go into the fourth quarter, the score, Central Maine 86, CCRI 57 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, let's go and see what Coach Morong's got.
Mostly from the foul line. They're probably going to call it tighter because it's got a little chippy, all right? Hands off, all right? Forearm on the back, that's going to be called a foul. All right, anticipate. Guys, they don't want anything to do with the press at all. They're dribbling with their head down or they're picking it up scared, all right? Watch their eyes, their stare everywhere they're throwing the ball, all right? Let's go.
Some good coaching points made by Coach Morong in the huddle, as always.
Who else is on? Chantel. Oh, thank you. Hurry. Lucy. Go. Go.
Cute little water girl.
Lucy Morong is over there.
That's awesome.
Her brother Camden sitting next to Grampy over in the front row. Camden.
That's awesome.
I don't think they're going to lack for gym time as they grow up. You know what I'm saying? I think the gym's going to be always open.
Yes, yeah. Coach's dream. They've always got the keys. I always had the keys to the gym, and I think I've told the story before, but there'd be a snow day and kids off from school, and you'd think you could sleep in a little bit. All the kids would start calling my kids. Of course, then in the days, you had the one phone. It was on the wall, and it would ring, and everybody wanted to know, hey, is your father going to go over and open up the gym? I was the middle school athletic director, so I had, obviously keys, and we'd open up, and everybody else's parents would love me for it because, they were wondering what they were doing for daycare that day, and I had them all, loved it, every minute of it.
Ball deflected by Willette. Smith ahead of the pack loses it. Sometimes high schools worry about how many keys are out. They say everybody with a key come to the office, and like 14 people showed up. That's more true than not, Rob.
Well, back when I was growing up in Danvers, Massachusetts, we had a friendly custodian at it was called the old junior high school. It had been the old high school, but there was a gym in there, and you could go up the fire escape and get into it. He'd leave the door ajar for us on the weekend, and his thought was, you know what? I want these kids, inside. They're not out hanging around we used to call it the square, Danvers Square. They're not out hanging down the square.
Yeah, I don't want you down there. All right, back to business at hand. Out of the corner, 3, no good by Melendez. Rebound and working very hard. Stephanie Walker put back her miss. 86-59 CM. Willette baseline to Smith, way outside the Prieto. Chaput drives. Shot by Willette, no good. Rebound got tipped to Hebler. She comes in, couldn't quite get the angle as it falls off. Walker got the rebound. Bringing the ball up, Melendez. Stops, shoots, back rim. Inside rebound by Rollins, no good. And then Walker puts it in and got fouled. Give credit for the Knights, Rob, on that possession, being persistent.
And Walker, too. I mean, she's been very effective when she's been in there. I get a kick out of Riley Hebler. I mean, I've got another thing I'm going to say about her. She reminds me of a washing machine that's gone out of balance. You ever seen one of those washing machines out of balance?
Unfortunately, I was the one that loaded the washer,
And it's just shimmying all over the place and going every which way but loose and all that. And
all right, folks, you heard it here. A women's college basketball game, and Rob Munsey's talking about a spin cycle.
I won't be talking about spin class, that's for sure.
Chaput to Smith, baseline, does not go. Chaput came in, got the rebound. Hebler fakes. Prieto for 3. No good. Rebound, Willette saves it overhead, but the ball went to Walker. Waterkiss. Melendez right in front of us. And starting a drive, a block by Smith. You can have 5 subs for the Mustangs. Levine, Pisatelli, Lobenstein, Renui, and Atala.
Line change. Good win for the hockey team last night, 5-3.
Wow.
They beat their rival Thomas College. They'll be moving on to playoffs here in just a little bit.
Rollins goes back outside with it. Inside to Walker. Renui playing defense. And what a nice move by Walker. She sort of faked to go up, and then she scooped it from down low.
Was she playing much in the third quarter, Jim?
I think you're right asking. I'm not sure. Renui with a good move inside. Soft touch, had it go down. Threw it up just the proper way. And missing the layup was Rollins. Here come the Mustangs in the person of Levine. Takes it deep and lays it in. She brought that ball down to her waist, didn't she, and came up two-handed, or am I seeing things?
No, I think it got tipped a little bit. She recontrolled it and put it up like it was nothing. I'm going to show you.
All right. Munzing Media Sports Replays brought to you by Rob Munzing. Oh, look at Walker high off the glass.
Well, she's having a quarter.
Oh.
She's got 6 points in this quarter.
Difficult shot, too, as we near the 7-minute mark remaining. Levine bounced pass to Atala, tries to get into Renewey, but the pass never reached her as it was grabbed out of the air by Smith Littlejohn. With the ball, Melendez goes into Walker. Walker sort of tries to force it. Nice defense, Renewey. Piscitelli kicks it out to Lobenstein. Lobenstein for three. Bang! Stella has done it again. And we're going to have a timeout, CCRI.
Here's Stella being Stella. Sizes it up, steps back, so it's a three, lets it go. She's got a couple of threes in the game. She hasn't shot much as normal, but she's been effective, good balance scoring. Let's see what Coach got in the huddle.
Not enough. We got to clean it up down there. Someone freaking jump in and help her. All right, throw a double down at her now, okay? She won't be expecting it. Just nod off 23, okay? All right, here we go.
Yeah, Coach keying in on Walker, saying, hey, we got double her. She's getting it all done there. Yeah, so hockey will have a game Friday night. We'll be there, Greg Glenn, along with the call on that one. I'll join Greg for that one. And then we're on the playoffs, so we'll finish off on the road against Wentworth and then playoffs. So you hockey fans, keep things open here because we may be covering a home playoff game depending on how things work out. Last year we went on the road for a playoff game up to Colby. Is there a possibility they would play at Colby, Patrick Dexler? No, the hockey team. Can our hockey team potentially play at Colby again this year like they did? Yeah, so there's potential. If that happens, we'll probably go up again. Okay.
This is going to be Knight's ball. 6:26 remaining in the fourth. First game of the day was a men's game, non-conference. Washington County Community College defeated the Mustangs 95-91 in overtime.
I saw Coach Alley after. He was pleased. He said, boy, you know, I told you before the game we didn't finish, but today we did.
Made it for a shorter trip back to Calais, Maine, down East Maine.
Don't know if there's a short way from here to there.
Yeah, no. There's Walker turning. Piscitelli playing defense. Out to Rollins. Bang!
Well, nothing you can do. That's what Coach said. We got a double inside on Walker, and Walker did the right thing, kicked it back out for three.
And traveling on Levine.
You know, with 5:58 left and CCRI is at 69 points. Normally, you'd be pretty gosh darn happy as a coach. You've scored about 70 points with about 6 minutes left in the game.
Steal by Levine. High off the glass, Piscitelli. Ball bounces around. Renewey grabs it. Backs her way in. Going to get it out. Got deflected and picked out of the air by Hatch. Ball bouncing all over the place. Melendez gets it into Walker, and Walker's going to the line. Now, it's hard to really look at the stats sometimes, especially for the women of CM, because there's so many lopsided games, Rob.
Yeah.
You know, it sort of can elevate your shooting percentages, or, you know, you have to put it all in balance. Now, some leagues have it on the stats that you can do overall stats or just ask for conference stats. In a very competitive conference, I feel like I should be in the library again. In a very competitive conference, the stats always go down. In other words, you shoot 50% against non-conference teams, only 38 against conference teams if it's a tough conference. Taking nothing away from anybody doing anything on the court, but foul shot is missed. Here's Levine. Chaput deflected, grabbed out of the air by Hatch. And nice passing by the Knights, and it results in a basket. It went from Hatch to Melendez to Pereira, and +1. Hebler and Smith coming in. I know stats. This is crazy to talk baseball. I know sometimes a poor team had a very good hitter, okay?
Right.
When they faced some good teams, sometimes they faced the third pitcher because they weren't going to use the ace against this poor team. So the best hitter on that poor team might get 3 or 4 hits in a couple of games.
Yes, yeah.
That they might not have get against a top starter. You get into the spin cycle, I got into baseball doing a basketball game.
Love it.
93-73. Lobenstein one more time. Bang! It was a stellar shot.
For sure.
Under 5 minutes remaining. As I say, it looked good leaving her hand. It looked even better going down through the net. Look at Hebler. Gets it to Atala. Atala stops, spins, shoots, does not get it. Rebound, Smith Littlejohn. There's a steal. Levine grabs it, lays it in. 4.5 to go. CCRI has continued to hustle the whole game.
Yes, they have.
With a short bench. And shot no good by Hatch. And they showed some great offensive moves at times. Levine stops, passes to Lobenstein, who tries to pass it to Smith, and we're on the court, the Arrow Mustangs. Chaput back in the game. Also Chantel Willette back in the game. Ava Smith will trigger it in.
You folks looking at home, see how less room there is down there at the baseline. That was a good shot, Ashley, giving you from baseline.
Willette, bounce pass out to Lobenstein. 10 to shoot. And Willette lost it off her foot. Here come the Knights, but Mustangs hustle back.
Oh.
And it's going to be a backcourt violation. Sydney Wadicus tried to balance right by that midcourt line. She was well aware of the situation, just couldn't keep her balance. I think this is one of the highest scoring games when you add both teams, right?
Right. What I was saying, you look at CCRI, they're usually got enough points to win a game.
And a block by Smith.
Very nice. Talk about Ava's offense.
It was a nice steal by Rollins.
Ava in complete control.
Three-pointer short by Wadicus. Rebound up and in by Walker. Hebler down in the corner to Smith. Lobenstein gonna return it to the corner. Hebler from downtown. Oh. Bang! Well, she had a confident look in her eye, didn't she?
She surely did. She's played this whole game with great confidence, taken a couple of charges, couple of threes, couple of steals. Jim will tell you a stat line here in about 3 minutes. Making a strong bid to be our Edge Nutrition player of the game.
Into Smith, comes up short, rebound Walker. Under 3 minutes to go, 101-75, Central Maine. It was only a 10-point game at the half with Mustangs leading. No good by Rollins, and a foul underneath. At the line, Stephanie Walker having a very good all-around game. There's a variety of moves underneath. She has 20 points. The Knights have 4 players in double digits.
Yeah, I mean, in most games, you're sitting at 75 points with 2:45 to left. You're going, okay, we got to close this out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely this is the largest point total of the season, 2 teams combined in the same game.
And good balanced scoring with the Mustangs for sure. When Jim does the final stats of the game, I think you'll hear that. Several people in double digits.
It's going to remain Central Maine ball. Autumn Peterson comes in. Stephanie Walker comes up for the Knights, getting handshakes as she sits down. Smith Littlejohn came back.
Chantel Willette out, and now she can put a coaching hat on.
Right. Hebler for 3.
Oh.
Bang! She was quite a ways behind the line that time.
I've got to come up with a third name for a three-point shooting. I mean, when she's on the fast break, we call her Road Runner.
All right.
Fearless fly on defense.
Stay tuned. Rob will have one sometime. Left-handed drive does not stay down for Pereira with 2 minutes remaining. Piscitelli almost lost it. It touched the net, so will remain CM ball.
We'll give her the Bombardier Award today.
High post support, peeks over her shoulder, returns it outside to Hebler. Smith working baseline, lays it up and in. Ava Smith got the perfect angle as she dribbled in from the side. Hatch. On a drive is Rollins. 2 shots coming up. And I must compliment the CCRI coaching staff. They know they have a short bench today. They've been pretty calm throughout.
Yeah.
They know they're playing one of the best teams in the other division, but they're very aware of the program. They've had excellent competition with CM over the years, and CCRI has won some of those games. Coach Morong alluded to that in his pregame interview, right?
And I know Coach is so pleased that they have this team to play, to give them some really good, strong competition, more like a national level, type competition here. When they play CCRI, what they'll see in the national tournament.
Not so much today, but the history of
Rollins
went 1 out of 2. And there's a steal by the aforementioned Janiyah Rollins. And she leads the break, hands off to Kelsey Hatch, who lays it in. Excellent execution by CCRI with 1:10 to go. Hebler swings it to Autumn Peterson. Hebler from downtown. Oh. Bang! Wow.
The Bombardier.
109-78. Peterson playing some tough defense. Into Walker, she forces her way in, gets the ball back. Out top to Hatch. On the drive is Rollins. Player control foul. Who's on the ground? I don't even have to look. It's Riley Hebler.
That's her third, I think, that she's taken today.
And here comes Riley Hebler out of the game. Meg Parker Reynolds come in. And look at that CM bench greeting her. And they do it in such a spontaneous way. You know that they love Riley Hebler as a teammate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, sure.
You know they're going to stand up. But if you watch closely, they're very enthused about that she's done so well today.
Well, as we said, a great game in the first game. What'd you say? She had 21 points in that first game. And I don't know where she is here, but it's going to be close to that in this game, plus 3 offensive charges taken and assists.
It's better. It's better than close. I'll let you know in a few minutes. Peterson for 3, short. So CCRI will fall to 17-5 overall. The Mustangs going to be 21-1.
Well, let's just say, Jim, sometimes I have to wait for your final statistics to make a judgment on the Edge Nutrition Player of the game, but I can say with confidence, it's already typed in to the graphics program to get my drift.
I certainly do get it. Piscitelli stole it. Only 5 seconds left. There's actually a player. I'm sitting as a witness from the broadcast booth, and I'm surprised how many points this person has until you think about defense turned into offense, and we'll get to that in a second.
Jim mastering the art of the announcer tease.
Let's put it this way. We have 3 players 23 points and above. 23 and higher.
You know, you get that when you get 109 points in the game.
Yeah.
This will probably be it. I'm sure they're going to hold the ball here.
And Stephanie Walker misses that, but she's played a very good game. Comes into Piscitelli, and that's going to do it. 109-79. Tremendous second half for the Mustangs. They only led by 10 at the half. And give credit to CCRI. They only got outscored in the fourth period, Rob, by 2 points.
Yeah, they kept playing. Yep, for sure.
The second period, it was 23 apiece. But the other 2 quarters, of course, especially the third, which was 35-16 CM. Coach Doug Haynes had a big smile and a pat on the back for Chantel Willette, like, welcome back. I didn't know you were going to be back.
Yeah, that must have been a surprise, sure. When they went down, she was coaching.
Yeah.
We can go right into stats,
right.
Jim.
Very quickly. The Knights, 37.5 from the floor, 42% from long distance, 5 out of 12, 17 out of 30 at the foul line. CM, 51% from the floor, 41% from behind the arc, and 14 out of 21 at the foul line. Turnovers, quite a few, 28 for CM, 26 for Rhode Island. Rebound edge to Central Maine, 47-29. And looking at assists, Rob, sometimes we forget about it. 30 assists for Central Maine. 30 assists. Individually for the Knights, Janiyah Rollins, 21 points, 6 baskets, a couple of threes, and 7 out of 8 at the foul line. Stephanie Walker showed a variety of inside moves. She had a double-double at 20 points and 11 rebounds. Do you want to break for the interview now, or do finish CCRI?
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Right.
We'll hold Riley right here. She's not going anywhere.
Melendez with 12, Pereira with 10, Wadicus 5, Smith Littlejohn 4, Kelsey Hatch 4. Smith Littlejohn also had 6 rebounds. So that was for CCRI. You want me to give Riley Hebler's stat line?
Sure.
I can't give her the fist bump from here. I'm too high up. Riley Hebler had 8 baskets, 6 out of 10 from behind the arc, 2 rebounds and 4 assists, at least 3 take charges, 23 points. She had that look in her eye, especially in the second half. Product of Sanford, Maine, and the Sanford Spartans. Riley, you got all kinds of defensive accolades in high school, but you can turn on that offense, can't you, Rob?
Well, we got Riley right down here, so we will talk to her, let her get back to the team. Riley, what an outstanding effort. When Jim previewed this one, he said when your ladies played down at CCRI, you had 21 points and bombing up and all of that, but you did it every which way but loose today with the 3 points, the steals, 3 charges, assists. You should play this game you should play CCRI every night, Riley.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you're feeling here.
I'm feeling really good. I think it was a really great team effort by everyone. They just make it really easy and really great to work with, all of them. I just think it was a really great job as a team.
Well, fantastic here, and you're known for your taking your charges, and you learn from the very best. Coach Willett, who is now your teammate, Chantel. Talk a little bit about how it is having Chantel back.
Oh, it's really great having her back. Like, she's really great to work with. Like, she's just a whole different level to play with, and even better as a teammate. And she just really fires me up, and truly, she's really an inspiration out on the court to have, especially with taking charges. Like, she's great to have on the floor with me. So it's definitely really different type of like fire to have her out on the court with us.
Well, that's great. Good competition here tonight. CCR scored 79 points, but they end up losing by 30, which is an incredible situation here in the gymnasium. Kids came out on fire after that loss the other night, and that's the best statement you can make. Riley is our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. Thanks, Riley.
Thank you.
So we can send it back to Jim. I didn't want to make Riley have to wait because I know Coach Morong likes to go in and talk to the kids right after the game, and we thank Riley for coming on. Well-spoken young lady. Oh, she's the salt of the earth type kid.
She got into the teammate thing really quick.
Yeah.
You know, she recognized the teammate.
Exactly.
But she was extremely well-spoken. All right, individually for the Mustangs. Ella Levine ended up with 34 points. I was sitting here. I wouldn't have guessed that high. But again, she took a lot of passes from her teammates in transition, as well as, you know, some chances around the hoop. She was 14 out of 24. So, I mean, she took a number of but she didn't take like 40 shots. And a lot of them, again, were at the end of that transition. By the way, she had 15 rebounds and 6 assists. Riley Hebler, we gave the line again. 6 out of 10 from behind the arc on her way to 23 points. The 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Ava Smith was tough inside, shooting 11 out of 16. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 23 points.
Yeah, we could have given out 3 Edge Nutrition Awards tonight, easy.
Stella Lobenstein did a lot of nice things. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, handled the ball, and in the second half, she took 4 3-pointers. She made 3 of them. 9 points for Stella. Jenny Chaput, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Farah Atala, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Chantel Willett, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Cassie Riwanui, 3 points, but she had 6 rebounds. Meg Parker Reynolds had a basket for 2. Rosa Prieto didn't score, but she did have 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Also seeing action, Autumn Peterson and Brooke Pisatelli. So Central Maine again 21-1, and we're going to see them Thursday on this court as they take on Vermont State Randolph. So Rob, a lot of action today, so many plays, and give credit to CCRI for hanging in there with that short bench. And I'm sure Coach Morong overall was pleased with it, with the effort of his ladies.
So Jim will be here Thursday night for the call. Chris Will will be down here for the production, as I'll be doing the Coney Gardner big rival game that we had already had scheduled on our schedule for high school. So, Jim, you'll be in charge.
All right, thank you. I'll check my paycheck for that extra. Yeah. Great job on the camera by Abdul Lama. Rob Munzing is our executive producer. And we thank everybody for watching. So this is Jim Toomey speaking for the Munzing Media crew, saying the final score, Central Maine Community College 109. Community College of Rhode Island 78. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports. Take care, everybody.